all about that, developing yourself. Nothing here promotes anything about harmfulness or fear or unethical practices. I'm not here to promote fear, harm, or unethical practices. I'm here to educate, to talk and discuss issues that really involve people that are really interested in spirituality. So if you want to know more about spirituality, I'm not only going to talk about the light practices, I'm also going to talk about the dark practices that are actually being practiced in our spiritual communities across all communities globally, in America, in North America, South America, in Asia, in Africa, all parts of Africa. People are practicing dark and light spirituality. Okay, so if you are awakening into your power and you want to learn more about the left hand practices safely, right, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel, right? Because we're going to talk about these concepts now for the next couple of weeks. We're going to talk more about the dark and the light, the left hand and the right hand side of spirituality. Hi, sweetie pies. Thanks for joining my live. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so today we're talking about the left hand and the right hand sides of spirituality. In other words, light and dark spiritual practices, right? Basically, right? Now remember that firstly, the left hand or or versus the right hand part. Let's speak more about that. Try to get more clarity. The right hand part seeks unity, obedience, surrender, and spiritual purity, just like religions do, just like the Abrahamic religions do, right? But it's more about self-empowerment. Remember that there's no sin in spirituality. There's only choice, okay? However, the right hand part in spirituality is based on unity, obedience, surrender, and where as well as spiritual purity. This includes religions, angelic parts, and light-based healing traditions. Okay, what about that? It's about oneness and unity when it comes to the right part. Okay, and that's what I've been talking about all the while. And in most of the social social media platforms with spirituality, most of them are light workers. They're on the right hand side. Okay, now the left hand part values independence, self deification, personal growth and personal truth, transformation, and inner strength. It's about power, inner power, right? Knowledge and enlightenment. The left hand side, the dark side of our spirituality, right? It's all about independence, self deification, being the deity, making yourself a deity because you are a god, okay? Declaring that you're the god of your own life experience. You have the power over your life. That's what it simply means. Personal truth, finding your own personal truth, not taking somebody else's or the collective truth and making your own. Now in the light side or the right hand side, it's about you aligning to what's there already. You understand? You now taking their concepts and they all follow one concept, right? But in the dark side, in the left hand side, it's different. You as an individual decide which is your truth to you. What is your truth, your individual truth? That's why if you look at if you ever look at all the dark practitioners, they approach things differently. Not all of them approach their magic or their spiritual practice the same way, because they believe in autonomy. You decide which part you want to go, which deities you're going to use, which rituals you're going to use. You understand? Are you going to use blood magic, or you're going to just use elemental magic, or what are you going to do? You understand? It's your choice. Now your inner strength as well. It's about inner strength, finding your inner strength and liberation from external authority. So normally people that follow the dark side, or those people that want, the ones who follow the authority, you know what I'm trying to say, they want to follow their own path, right? So neither the dark or the light is better. It's just a way of approaching spirituality, okay? Now remember that It's about knowledge and enlightenment.